Yo, are you selfish? Fellow kings, are you selfish? Are you all about just you? Are you only focused on what you can gain and nobody else? Let me tell you something, guys. As a king, we cannot be only focused on ourselves. You want me to tell you why? And when I say only focus, I mean only focused on us getting good and gaining and growing and not want nobody else to gain or grow. The reason why we can't be like that, guys, is because we're kings and we're leaders, all right? Meaning we're meant to lead. That's what we're here for, okay? So if you're being selfish, if we're being selfish, we are literally stopping ourselves from building that powerful team, from cultivating fellow leaders, fellow kings and queens, and where we're really preventing ourselves from being used the way that we were meant to be used, all right? But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're a selfish person, this is gonna stop you from succeeding in the way that will be the most fulfilling, a type of fulfillment that you could never imagine, okay? Now, let me tell you something. As leaders, we wanna be winners, we wanna be obviously good kings. We have to have that influential effect, meaning good people, kings and leaders, we make other people good. You know, when people are around us, they grow, they improve. Now, listen, I know that that's not every man's calling. You know what I'm saying? I know that that's not every man's calling. But if you are a positive person, if you're a good person, if you seek to do the right thing, you should have positive effects on others that surround you, okay? If you really want to know what type of person you're around, right? Just pay attention to the type of effects that you feel and experience when you're around them. Do you feel like you're positively being encouraged, or do you feel negative vibes and negative energy a lot when you're around people? As kings, as men, we have to give off positivity. So listen, to succeed, it takes a team. To succeed, it takes other people. Remember, guys, in one of my other videos, I was saying, you know, we can't think that all the value is in the money. The value is in people, all right? The value is in people, it's in us. So if we think for 1 second that all we gotta do is just focus on us completely, don't worry about nobody else, don't utilize anybody else, don't team up or partner with nobody else, bro, we're not gonna get that far, man. And if we're all about gimme, 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 me, then what's the point of living, man? You know, what's the point of living? How are we being used if we're just only focused about our own game? There's some people, and listen, if you deal with this, comment below, no judgment. This is a free judgment zone, fellow kings. If you deal with this, it's fine, man. It's a part of life, it's a part of growing up. We just gotta accept where we go wrong at, and it's okay. But listen, if you are so into yourself and so selfish to the degree where it makes you feel insecure and it makes you feel fearful to help somebody else succeed, then that's when you know you're dealing with some selfish energy, and that's more or less a selfish spirit, you know, and it's not a good place to be in. That's not a good place for us to be in as kings, guys. If you want to succeed so bad that you're willing to stop somebody else from succeeding, guys, that is not the vibe. That is not king talk. That is not the way that we should be moving out here, man. Straight up, okay? Listen, it's good to give. Why? Because we receive when we give. It's good to put out good energy. Why? Because we receive and we attract good energy as we give out. So as kings, can't be walking around selfish. Now there's a difference. There's a difference between being selfish to a sense where it's just all about you, right? And then being responsible for self and being accountable for self. Totally different thing. Totally different thing. Listen, we have to think about ourselves first. But see, selfish people, I believe, think about themselves and only think about themselves and only think about what they're going to gain and only think about them in the beginning, the middle, and the end. All right? Kings, as men and as kings, even people, we should think about ourselves. We should consider ourselves, yes, first. Because if we ain't good, how are we going to help somebody else out? You understand? So I'm not talking about these types of men. That's responsible. Okay, we have to take care of ourselves in order to be any type of blessing to somebody else. If we don't take care of us, then how can we do anything for anybody? We ain't gonna be no good. So that is always gonna be priority. Trust me, kings. We have to take care of us. That is not selfish. There's no selfishness in this. That honestly, it's very altruistic and it's very empathetic to think in your mind, I need to be the best that I can be so that I can be the best for others. Totally different mindset, you know? So guys, just understand and embrace that. That's not selfish. Selfish is when you get yourself together, you get yourself good, you great, things are going well for you. And then there's a chance where you could really start helping others and doing things for others and you're like, nah, forget them. It's all about me. That's selfish, guys. And at the end of the day, you might gain a whole bunch of stuff real quick, or you might gain a lot of stuff at one point, but it'll never be full and it'll never be fully fulfilling for you because guess what? That stuff is not even gonna mean anything at the end of the day. You're gonna really realize and learn, yo, I was all for myself. I was so focused on me. I got all these things that I wanted for me, and now I don't have anybody to share it with. I don't have anybody to share it with. That is a terrible position for us to be as kings, guys. Now, I can't speak for everybody, but I know me. Not only do I want wealth, good health, happiness, but I want to be able to share that. I want to be able to share that with my family. I want to be able to share that with friends and close friends. I want to be able to share that with my children, my wife. That to me is fulfilling. That to me is fulfilling. It ain't no sense. You can gain the whole world. For what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose your soul? For what does it profit a man? It doesn't profit us anything, guys. So, guys, listen. Let's try not to be selfish. I'm telling y'all, man, we will get so much more in the end, and we'll be so blessed. Best believe there's an opposite, or maybe I shouldn't say opposite. Best believe there's another end of the spectrum where you could then be too low and be too empathetic for people to the degree where you just let yourself go. I'll be doing a video on that, guys, because I've been there and I've done that. But listen, guys, comment below. Comment below if you deal with feeling selfish. It's okay, man. Keep it 100 and be real. No judgment here. It's all love. We all kings. Listen, thank y'all for rocking with me, supporting the movement. Y'all know what I'm trying to do. Encourage men to embrace masculinity, to keep growing, man, to be firm and strong. All right, we kings out here. Until tomorrow, y'all. Salute.